What's up, guys? Welcome to another exciting edition of Real Estate Podcast, episode 385. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
And we are still dealing with these fucking shitty Sony Marvel movies with Adam.
Might be our last one. No, there's one more.
Yeah, Craven.
So yeah, Venom: The Last Dance.
I mean, this was my favorite Venom movie.
Yeah.
Arguably, yeah.
I mean, I felt like it was like this is because they went R with it, which is what they needed to do from the get-go for sure. And it was just a fun road movie. Like, you know how Marvel come in and they were doing stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of like, their version of Star. Like they took the Marvel characters and kind of adapted what would be normal, like movie story ideas, kind of like how the comics do, and put comic book characters in them and do that. That's what this felt like. This felt like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with, Tom Hardy and Venom.
I gotta point something out.
All right.
This was not rated R.
I thought they said fuck like multiple times.
I mean, it's PG-13.
People's heads were getting bit off.
So it should make you mad that they couldn't do the other two.
Yeah, that's true.
With the PG-13.
And if I recall,
I thought it was rated R.
Pretty sure they dropped the F-bomb too and Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah.
I think it seemed like...
Well, it seemed like I heard it more in this movie. I don't know. Maybe I was just enjoying it that much. I don't know.
We might have paid them off.
The big symbiote thing battle that we get at the end was fun.
Yeah, Iron Man 3 is fuck.
Ground control, Major Tom.
Yeah,
I think cool. I think they could have did without Noel in this movie.
I agree, but I do like the way that they presented Noel. And it sucks that this is it because I would like to have seen more of that character and but there's rumors that they could be bringing that version of Noel over into the MCU too. So,
yeah. Well, it seemed like they tried to toy with the, they left Venom in this vague, is he or is he not in the MCU? Yeah. And I'm sure if you go back and watch the movie with a magnifying glass over those particular scenes, particularly the goo on the bar sequence and stuff, I'm sure there's someone out there that is, cashed in on defining, like giving us a definitive, like, yes, he's in this universe, or no, he is not.
Yeah.
But for the pace of the movie and going on to the next scene and so on and so forth, it was very much, they kept it vague. Which I guess is a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
I think bringing Venom and Tom Holland Spider-Man is kind of gonna be it's the next big. It's like Deadpool and Wolverine. It's the next big two heroes on screen that you had little roundabouts with, but not in the way that you wanted it, like not in the definitive way.
Right.
Like when we, if we were to ever get a true Venom versus Spider-Man arc, clearly these two iterations of the characters are the ones that we want to see.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, who knows? Tom Hardy, I think he would be down to do something like that, but it's like, do they need to let Venom breathe for a little while now? Like, do you think it would be
yes and no? Yes and no.
Well, do you think it would be beneficial to bring him in on Spider-Man 4 and do that soon?
I think he could be. I think they could, and it'd be okay. I think they couldn't. I think it's exactly how they have it set up. Where if they want to, if the stars align and he can come back and wants to for a Tom Holland Spider-Man meetup, I think they can, and everyone would be cool if they let it sit in the back seat, or if they leave it on the stove a little longer and let it cook some more. I think that'd be okay too. I think that Tom Hardy knows that even if the movies or the scripts aren't the best, the fans have openly accepted him as Venom. Like he is definitively Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
I think trying to recast this character would do far more harm than good.
Yeah.
And I think with Hardy, I think he still has time on his side in terms of his age and all of that, so that when the time and the right script and the right moment lines up, I think he could and probably would, because money's going to talk, because it's going to be Disney dollars just go around and not Sony dollars.
Yeah.
And I think he'll come back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if the fans still show the interest.
Yeah. And who knows? I mean, he could show up during Secret Wars or Doomsday.
They could.
That is true. That's true.
And that would be kind of a cool moment to see how they interact on screen, because they could do a little, Spider-Man versus Venom moment in that. Even it could even be Spider-Man versus Venom, and it could be Maguire, or it could be Garfield at that point. But just to kind of see those two interact, to kind of use it as like, hey, would you guys be interested in this? Wink, nudge,
Or just like a moment where if they all have to band together in Secret Wars, you just have this moment where Venom is just looking at Spider-Man like almost a psychotic hunger. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he wants to just utterly just eat him alive.
yeah.
I mean,
Sony's planning to they were like, we're going to stop making these movies. So and then it came out like a week after that. They're like, we're going to kind of reboot it. Like we're going back to Spider-Man shit.
Well, they're have
focusing on 4, the Spider-Man noir,
the
Spider-Verse. But see, what's something that these movies were missing? What's something that Venom? Oh,
yeah.
That's what we need to go back to. Like, do the Spider-Man movies and trickle these motherfuckers in. Like, bro. Remember, they were going to do that, and then they were like, well, we thought people wouldn't like it. It's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of a shame. But they have to make a Spider-Man property so often so they don't lose the license to it. So,
well, like with Venom, they should have brought him in a Spider-Man movie before making solo Venom movies, because there is solo runs of the character Venom. There are Venom comics out there. He has his own book.
But wasn't he introduced through Spider-Man? Like
110%.
It's like, why would you not do that?
Yeah, exactly. But it was cool to see all the other different symbiotes in there. I did enjoy that quite a bit.
I like that they created some, like, some were kind of nods and odes to certain ones that they didn't have time or run time to really explain, and some were just there to be there, like the two-headed one. I think it's like an original creation. The black and white one was an ode to Anti-Venom, which actually was it. Like, I'm trying to remember exactly how that came to be. I mean, there's so many fucking characters in these goddamn universes that, like, you can't keep track of everything, but it happened alongside the Civil War crossover. Sorry, my voice was real blotchy there. But they just had a nice little cornucopia of symbiotes that were it was just really fun to watch. And I really liked too how we saw more of the Venom symbiote taking, latching on to different hosts.
Horse,
fish, like which was I think they did a frog.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was well done. And if I had to pick a Venom movie to go back to, I mean, you don't really need to see the other ones to kind of understand the context of this one. And this would be the one that I would go back to more so than the rest. The first one wasn't bad. The second one was not good. It just felt like they finally just said, "Screw it, we're just gonna have fun with the character,"
Yeah, it was a
it
silly
was
goose time.
yeah, it was fun, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. Um, I am
Well,
interested to see.
the,
Crap.
the way that they handled this movie, I liked how they did the kind of, you know, to kind of add on to what you were saying about it being, you know, a road movie. Um, the whole thing where he would explain stuff and then it would get very sentimental for a moment. And he's, you know, where he's just being straight up with Eddie.
Yeah.
Um, really like those moments.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like what about at the end?
It
Oh
gave him.
yeah.
It
Mm,
gave the character so much more depth
I
that
hate
was
to see
much
him
needed.
go.
Yeah, absolutely. There was more Venom character growth in this movie than the other two movies combined, in
Yeah.
my
And yeah.
opinion.
Which is funny because he couldn't come out as much because the thing was spotted.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
what a way to save money.
Yeah. But I really liked those creatures that Noel sent out.
Yeah,
Like I mean, it was just cool the way that they did a lot of stuff, and I
I
didn't
will
hate it.
say I will say it ended very abruptly. Like when the movie was over, it was fucking over. Like
Yeah.
dude went to the pier and he was like, "Goodbye, Venom."
he's
Bam,
like, "We made it,
directed
buddy,"
by. Yeah, and it's just
and then
it
Creed
just
started playing.
yeah, it just stops. But I mean, you know, just because it's the better of the three, that didn't necessarily mean it elevated itself to like soaring heights, you know.
Right.
I have to agree with you, Griff. I think if of the three films, I would probably revisit this one more so than the others, and it shouldn't be the case. Like if you sit down and explain, like kind of like how we've been doing on paper, these three movies sound fucking awesome,
Yeah.
and you should want to be able to start, you know, do a trilogy run with it. Like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch the Venom movies tonight, you know.
Yeah.
But did not get that whatso fucking ever. Um, it's like, oh man, Tom Hardy's Venom, cool. Oh wait, uh, Woody Harrelson is Carnage. Oh shit,
W.
are you for real? What a dub, man. Yeah.
Then it came
Oh,
out.
and and then the third movie he's got to deal with Null and all the other symbiotes, and it's gonna be this big fucking symbiote shit fest, and it's like shit fest it is, shit fest it was, but not the one you thought, you know?
It's funny. It has the same Google score as the first one. 1 and 3.
Well.
I mean, it did stay true to what we kind of called in the very first film. Um, it is very much Marvel. It's the Marvel Fast and Furious aesthetic, you know?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
if
I
you were
could see
going to
that.
watch them, you could just skip the second one.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Watch the first one
like,
and then the third one.
like these movies are going to be grouped in with what would be considered the quote, we have the MCU at home quote.
Yeah,
Oh
we got
yeah.
Morbius at home
Yeah.
and Madam Web.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Um, I'm sorry, go ahead.
well, I mean, it really just goes to show you that, like, you know, with Feige in charge, there have been some missteps from the MCU, of course, but if you look at the entire catalog, there's been a lot more hits than misses. It really goes to show you that, like, whenever you put all the bullshit aside, you can you can get some really good storytelling out of these characters if you just have a passing knowledge of the characters. And it feels like there was some passing knowledge from like Tom Hardy's sake on the Venom character. But as far and because I know he helped write, he co-wrote at least the last one. I'm not sure if he co-wrote the rest of them. But you can kind of see that. But whenever you have a team of people that are like live, eat, and breathe Marvel comics, it really shows with what the MCU has been able to do.
Even with limited knowledge, something that Sony and sometimes even Disney is guilty of. Warner Brothers is notorious, and I think y'all know where I'm getting at. Let the directors make their movie.
Yeah.
Do not get in there. Do not
no meddling.
Don't get the cold feet bullshit and make them change something just because it stirred something in you.
Well, it didn't test well. It's like, who the fuck did you let watch it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like who did you let test watch it? A bunch of 50-year-olds?
Some guy from the New York Times. Fuck him.
Someone who doesn't give a shit about comic books to begin with, so you're already at a disadvantage.
That's what they got to stop doing.
I agree.
Being a millionaire in the movie industry doesn't mean you're good at judging film.
No.
They just want to make more money.
Yeah, and if you want to make more money, spend a little more money and let the fucking artists do their job.
Fans make their shit, man.
Yeah.
Let that guy who came in with a fucking script the size of a Bible and fucking eat shits and breathes whatever topic this said Bible length script
been working on it 10 years, you know.
Of course, don't let him adapt every single stitch and word. But through the movie making process and through refining his skill and talent as a director, he's gonna know what to cut, when to cut, how to do it, instead of get this out of here and let's do reshoots. No, let the man or woman or team film whatever they can film and then put it together. And if they go Tommy Wiseau with it and there's no results, then pull the fucking plug. Give them 6 months.
And quit cutting the movies down.
If there's no dailies, then get a fucking can his ass. But most movies have dailies. There's usually ways to show progress. And as long as the industry can see that the movie is in fact being made, that the budget's in fact being used, let these motherfuckers do the shit, man.
Let them cook.
Yep.
This was the longest one, I think.
Yeah, I think it was too. There was plenty of room for it to breathe, though. The comedic points hit, the empathetic moments hit. Like it
I mean, there was enough
a couple times a week.
There was enough put down that I picked up that it wasn't. I had more fun watching this than I did the other three, and I think that at this point we've looped back to that sentiment, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm interested because I haven't watched Madam Web yet. I am still interested in watching that and Craven.
That should be coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, just to kind of get an idea of like what the final, because I mean Morbius wasn't a terrible movie. I mean it wasn't great, but it was still passable. Matt Smith was great, you know.
Yeah. Kind of saved it. I mean.
Oh yeah. So I'm interested in seeing those, and then hopefully Sony will get everything figured out on their side.
Well, now they're focusing on the SSU.
The Sony Cinematic?
I think it's Sony Spider Universe.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is.
That makes sense.
They're using it. They're like, we got our SSU, and it's like, calm down.
Yeah, do we really need
calm down? SSU? Now, I did see that clip from the Spider-Man Noir, the live action.
Yes.
It looks pretty fucking cool, man. Not gonna lie.
I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm excited about that for sure. Yeah. But I'm going to give it, I feel like I want to give it a full star. I felt like I got
full star.
Yeah, I mean, I did enjoy it quite a bit.
When it went off, I was like, I'm gonna miss Venom. I wanted him
I'll
to come
still
back at the
succumb to
end.
reason here. Yeah, I did too. I was
I was
waiting
like,
for
come
the
on,
fake
he's
out.
gonna come back, right? Like,
Yeah, I was
he was
waiting
like,
for
oh,
the
the
fake
Statue
out.
of Liberty, you know?
Since you guys are both giving it a full star, I'm gonna be the one to give it a half because it's not a 3-star movie.
It's not.
But 2.5, it can sit.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm fine. I think that's appropriate. That's appropriate score.
Damn, it got tagged with kaiju. I guess that was kaiju, I guess, right?
It kind of got a little kaiju there at the end.
I mean,
I don't know if that's the right word to use there.
Yeah,
I would
but-
say I would think more. I would think more body horror than anything.
Yeah. But I think that makes sense.
But Madam Web, Craven, Morbius, and the Venom movies. It's like, what was it all trying to mean? You know?
They
It
won't.
was trying to
I
be
like
some dollar
money.
signs, but
Yeah.
it did
I
not.
like
I mean,
money.
yeah.
I think that
mean,
Craven movie made like $10 million, man. And that's when they're like, all right, we're pulling the fucking plug on this. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
I still want
That's
to see it. I mean,
That's like somebody in the background was like, "No one fucking wants this."
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, dude, Madam Web.
Wrong guy.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But I haven't watched I've been watching Seinfeld, but we haven't got a show that we've been,
binging.
yeah, putting in on it. But yeah, I've watched all of Seinfeld, all 281 episodes, I think
Yeah.
is what it is. Yeah, so
Well,
I've
we'll
been
get
working
around
through
to
some stuff.
what you call it, the Dune show. That's
Oh,
only 6
yeah.
episodes. That's out.
I started it the other day.
I've heard it's good. The Skeleton Crew is out. We'll get around to watching these.
Yeah,
Squid
I've heard
Game
that-
season 2.
Yeah, I've heard it was good. I've heard the Skeleton Crew was good, and I heard that that Dune was good too.
Well,
so
I'm current on Dexter, dog, and we're back.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We're back.
We are so back.
Okay. How's the guy?
You'll watch the intro when they do the intro, and you'll be like, okay.
I was skeptical, 100% skeptical, because like,
Oh yeah, we've been burnt before.
oh,
We've been on that table wrapped in plastic many times.
that first, like, the original ending to Dexter plus New Blood left a really sour taste in my mouth. Did not like it. This it brought me back around.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And it
I'll
picks up
definitely-
right there, like that last episode we saw.
Yeah.
Like it just bam,
Theory-
we're right there.
I have a theory, and I've already shared it with Adam. And once you decide to get caught up with it, Griff, I'll share it with the pod. But there's theories that there's stuff cooking in the head and in
I'll
the
tell
old
you.
noggin about the Dexter verse.
You watch one episode, you'll keep going.
Yeah,
many
You just can get
episodes are
one
out?
on you. That's what happened to me. I was like, I'm gonna wait till it all comes out. Then I started watching it,
So is
and
he
I
doing
got
the
through
head
that
voice?
intro, and I was like, oh
Yes.
yeah, dude, he's doing it.
Okay.
he's the narr. He
We're
is
back,
he is the
man.
narration.
How's the kid?
Great,
Yeah.
Okay.
and looks like him. Like he definitely studied. He watched all of that shit because like he'll do these little things where it's like, damn, I can see
I was
Michael
telling
Chaw in him. Like,
Adam when me and him were talking about this off pod. You can tell that kid was like, I really don't need to fuck this up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is probably gonna go for a while.
Okay. Okay.
And new
definitely
shit's
keep-
coming to light. Like we're just,
How's
great.
as Harry?
He's great.
Okay. Okay.
Even the chick
okay.
playing Deb, like
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm excited now. Okay.
Lieutenant Batista. He's not Lieutenant right now, but he's Batista.
Yeah. Is La Guerta in there?
She might show up.
Is Dokes? Is he like, you creepy
Ah,
motherfucker?
Some
Okay.
characters haven't shown up just yet. Some
they're
are there
trickling
though.
in.
Like,
I mean, it's day one on the job.
hey, the minute you see the first banter between Dexter and Masuka, you're sold. I was sold, man.
Okay. Hell yeah. That
Always been a perv.
yeah. I mean, I'm interested now for sure. So
That intro will get you. It's like, yep, this is it.
Another honorable mention, Landman. I watched it with the wife.
Good show.
Billy Bob throwing down the acting gauntlet, even though he dresses
Killing it.
like a genie.
does he?
Have you not seen
No.
him lately?
No.
Have you not?
Oh
Have
my
you not
God.
seen those videos of him?
No.
Someone was like, someone was basically like, this is what happens when you're so rich that no one tells you no anymore.
I sent you
No.
that video on TikTok. Griffin.
Yeah.
The guy talking about him.
Oh yeah, well,
It's in
pull
there.
it up at some point and watch it. That's
It's
pretty
funny.
funny. But yeah, dude dresses like a yeah.
Is he going full Steven Tyler? Is that what we're talking about here?
Pink may or may not be his favorite color.
Oh, okay. What did
But he, as always though, like that, like eccentricity aside, as a person,
Great actor.
acting his fucking ass off the whole show.
Yeah, look in general. You get 3 wishes.
okay.
This is the new Billy Bob. Oh,
I mean that ring's not in his ear. Right?
it said
Or is
something.
it?
And you know he's wearing necklaces. Like, which one do you want to wear? Yes.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every one. He's got a peace sign, dog tags. Like,
I
No,
watched a studio tour here recently of their studio, the Box Masters. Think about that name for a second. I was like, but
okay.
really nice studio. Like the gear they have is like, whoa, you know.
Right.
And I went to I was like, let me go check out their new record on Spotify. Dude, they got like 5,000 monthly listeners. I was like, damn, that's not a lot.
Yeah, that's rough. But
don't bring up acting.
ever.
Good show though.
Yeah.
Taylor Sheridan is his name.
yeah.
Best show he's got.
Yeah, I've heard some people were kind of disappointed with the ending of Yellowstone.
Ooh.
That's all people wanted to talk about during Christmas, apparently. I'm just like, I ain't watched it yet. I don't know.
It was an ending.
Yeah. You know. But we got a little bit of movie news I'm going to hit on here real quick. So David Fincher, reveals why his Disney remake of beloved epic never happened. So the last few days have been pretty busy for Fincher. 7, his outstanding crime thriller of 95, is turning 30 this year. And with that comes a re-release in theaters where fans will see a 4K restoration of the movie.
Wow.
However, the director of films like Mank and Fight Club is also using the opportunity to debunk and confirm projects. This time, Fincher addresses his remake of the Disney live-action classic of 1954, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Fincher remaking a Disney feature, as weird as that sounds, the project was on schedule for some time in the early 2010s, with Fincher pitching the movie to Brad Pitt for the role of Ned Land, played by Kirk Douglas in the Disney version. The project vanished at some point, though it probably had to do with the lukewarm reception of Fincher's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in 2011. The director spoke to Letterboxd about his plans for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and it seems that his adaptation would not have followed the style of Disney's beloved epic. It would have been a completely new adaptation of the literary classic of 1870, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. This is what he had to say. I really wanted to do 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea because what we had in mind was really kind of gross and cool and wet and steampunk and all of that. But I got to do Bad Traveling on Netflix, and that scratched the itch. It was fine just doing that. You can't make people be excited about the risks that you're excited about. Disney was in a place where they were saying, we need to know that there's a thing that we know. We need to know that there's a thing that we know how to exploit snout to tail, and you're going to have to check these boxes for us. And I was like, you've read Jules Verne, right? This is a story about an Indian prince who has real issues with white imperialism, and that's what we want to do. And they're like, yeah, fine. As long as there's a lot less of it, a lot less of that in it. So you get to the point where you go, look, I can't fudge this. I don't want you to discover at the premiere what it is that you financed. It doesn't make any sense because it's just going to be pulling teeth for the next 2 years. And I don't want to do that. I mean, life's too short. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
So no one can deny Fincher's version of the classic Disney film would have been pretty interesting, but it certainly wouldn't have been a family friendly film. We're talking about the dude who was able to incorporate the phrase the feel bad movie of Christmas in the trailer for the Elizabeth Salander thriller. Fincher also used the opportunity to address the fact that some associate the girl with the dragon tattoo with the holidays. There's probably a little too much sodomy in it for me to embrace it as a Christmas movie, but to each his own. Well, I mean, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Classic.
I mean, 1870. Does Disney own the rights to that? Like that would be in public domain, right?
It should be.
So why couldn't he just find another studio to finance his version of it? I mean, I would think so. But that's just me, though. If he was really excited about the project, he probably could have found somebody to help finance
I wonder if it
everything.
was. I wonder if there were like certain commitments, like certain like agencies that only work with certain studios with financing. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just a shot in the dark, but
Yeah. But I would like to see what his version. Yeah, so I'd like to see what his version of it would be like. I mean, why not?
Michael Douglas would have been good, but I don't know about now.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to redo it. Oh, what's his name? He played the other Captain America. He could do it. He's got a strong chin.
Wyatt?
Yeah.
Wyatt Russell?
You got to have a good chin.
Yeah, the chins lead it, right?
Yeah.
So, but I like Fincher a lot. Like, I don't think I've seen a Fincher thing that I haven't enjoyed. So I would definitely like to see his version of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Be interesting. I wonder if it would be darker.
Oh, for sure, right?
You know,
I think the steampunk aesthetic would have been really cool.
Yes, yeah. It's funny because I actually uploaded Fight Club recently. Because I haven't watched that in a long time. And I was like, I want to watch that. And I started watching it and I was like, it's 2.5 hours long. I don't remember it being that long.
For some reason, happens.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was like an hour and 45 minutes, but it's like 2.5 hours, and I was like, I don't have time to watch this right now, so I had to dip out on unfortunately. But I'm gonna get around to it. And I was actually thinking about Seven earlier. I saw a thing on TikTok where it was like, Kevin Spacey's not billed in the movie at all.
Oh no, yeah, that's an interesting factoid. I feel like you and I might have heard or seen the same interview about that.
Yeah.
Where like it was some movie he was in prior to that did really well, and he's long story short, and there's some more finer details there, but he was like, "Don't bill me, let me just be the reveal," you know?
Yeah. That's why his name shows up in the post credits twice. They put his name in the crawl at the end, of course, and then also on a title card at the end. He's the only actor in the movie that gets it twice at the end, but they don't put his name in the pre-roll when they're playing that Nine Inch Nails song,
Yeah. I wish they'd do more of that.
9 Inch Nails?
No, let us get a reveal. You always haunt in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like,
he also said that he was okay with not being billed because he wouldn't have to do press for the movie.
Oh, that was
And I'm
probably it.
like, W Spacey
Yeah.
Factoid,
He was
like, all
busy.
right. Yeah, yeah. So, live action adaptation of beloved bonkers sci-fi action video game Helldivers is in the works. So, appearing at CES 2025 in Vegas, head of PlayStation Productions, Assad Quizzlebash.
Whoa.
I I don't know how to pronounce his name. Quizilbash. Unveiled the new live action movie, looking ahead as to what might come next. I'm excited to announce that we're working with Sony Pictures on developing a film adaptation of our amazingly popular PlayStation game Helldivers 2. No major details about the live action Helldivers movie have been announced, other than that it is happening. The announcement comes as a more than welcome surprise to many. The first Helldivers game was released in 2015 and amassed a strong cult following, but the series went mainstream in 2024 with the release of Helldivers 2. The sequel broke the record for the fastest selling game in PlayStation history, selling 12 million copies in 12 weeks. Set in the distant future, Helldivers 2 lets you play as one of the defenders of Super Earth, an American dream-esque fascist colony that seeks to spread forced democracy to the yucky alien races that inhabit the other planets in the solar system. The entire narrative is tongue-in-cheek as players team up for a variety of missions across the galaxy, fighting giant star troopers like alien bugs, killer robots reminiscent of Terminator, or the recently released 28 Days Later-esque zombies. I think that Helldivers is based off of a book series, right?
Oh.
My question: why not just remake Starship Troopers with a
that's
better
kind of what they're
budget?
doing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what would be cool? Because if they remember that big battle in the game?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it should be kind of based during that battle. That would be cool for a lot of people that actually played in the game. What if like some of their usernames showed up as people? There's some cool stuff. We got in too late to be a part of that battle, but I did get a cape for it, and
Yeah, same.
we played our fair share of that. Like,
yeah.
But it would be cool to see. There is a storyline there, like with the intro they give you. I mean, it's like,
oh yeah,
we're gonna get out there, spread democracy. Fucking, it's like, and you're out there like, they're like, get the oil, the minerals. Like, there's a message.
Oh yeah, for sure. And didn't they do something recently with Starship Troopers? Didn't they do a television series or something with that?
Let's see.
I don't know.
I was thinking they did, but I mean, they've got the rights to Helldivers. They don't have to pay anybody for that.
And it is Starship Troopers, but it's a little different. I mean,
yeah,
it is like the whole. When you just see that intro video, it's like, yeah, this is fucking hilarious. Like, and it's like, yep, get out there and die. Like,
I hope they lean into the over the topness of.
Oh yeah.
Helldivers,
what's the guy they put in the Dungeons and Dragons movie? Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
Get him over here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He'd be great.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I think it would make a great adaptation, and it'd make a shit ton of money.
The whole I'm doing my part for democracy. What about you?
Yeah.
That intro video where it's like you're getting an orientation.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. And then the stuff they play on the screen in the ship. But then having the ships, there's a lot they can do there. I mean, they could also fuck it up, but not really, because it's off like, I mean.
Yeah.
Sony. It's a coin toss.
That's true.
But if they work it around that battle, I think that would be cool. And like play some of the stuff as people be like, yeah, I was there.
Yeah. I remember.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, yeah. People are having to leave the theaters like when Saving Private Ryan came out.
Yeah. Or one person having to stay alive long enough to get their friends back. Their teammate. Like that's If that's
Oh
not
yeah,
in the movie, like,
yeah, they'd be fucking up.
yeah, I'm down to watch
So
that.
right, absolutely. So beloved action director wants to helm Jason Momoa's Lobo standalone movie. David Leitch. So, with Jason Momoa set to rejoin the DC universe as a brand new character in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, some fans are getting overexcited and hoping for a standalone Lobo movie. One such fan is beloved action director David Leitch, who wants to helm Momoa's perspective standalone film. Leach is a former stunt performer turned director. While his stunt work ranges from action movie classics like the Bourne franchise to the bizarre comedy movie 43, Leach is best known as the director of Bullet Train, Deadpool 2, and Atomic Blonde. He was also the uncredited co-director of John Wick. Momoa broke the Lobo casting news on Instagram, sharing a typed up quote from a past interview where he expressed his love for the DC character with the caption reading, "They called." The comments were filled with tons of positive messages, including some of his new DC castmates like Isabella Merced and James Gunn himself. Leach also shared his love for Momoa and Lobo while sneakily pitching his next movie. Leach wrote, "Let's do a Lobo feature." So far, Lobo has only been confirmed to appear in the upcoming Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which will star Millie Alcock as Zara Zor-El and is being directed by Craig Gillespie. Momoa is the fourth confirmed cast member of Supergirl alongside Matthias Schoenaerts, Eva Ridley, and the aforementioned Alcock. Considering how beloved and strong a character Lobo is in the DC Comics canon, he is expected to return in multiple DC projects, although nothing has been announced. So, what do y'all think of Momoa getting cast as Lobo?
I mean, he's got to be a badass, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know anything
he's
about Lobo, but I'm just now that this guy
he,
wants to
Oh,
direct him, I'm like, oh, this guy, okay,
he's an
it's
intergalactic bounty hunter.
it's gonna be off the rails. I
just
mean,
Yeah.
weird
yeah,
movie
just
to put him in first.
Well,
Supergirl, you said?
I think the Supergirl story that they're going with is her traveling across the universe.
Ah,
So it makes sense for Lobo to show up because he's you know, an intergalactic bounty hunter.
and we're rebranding
Oh yeah,
Aquaman to.
yeah.
But that was the first pitch where they were like, he should play Lobo. Remember they were talked about that?
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
there were the pictures, and then all of a sudden he's Aquaman. They got faith in it to rebrand him. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but he does look like him.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Gunn
It's
put this
perfect.
picture up of Lobo walking, and he had like an American flag wrapped around him.
Yeah. I would love to see them adapt the Lobo story where he dies and goes to heaven. They send him back to Earth to finish it, and they send him back one time as a woman.
Oh,
They send him back again as like some type of an animal or something. Like he's a wacky character. It would be
yeah.
cool to see that kind of stuff happening. So
I'm down to watch.
yeah, absolutely right.
is the main man.
He is the main man, dude. So Army Hammer is gearing up for a comeback. And considering how his career was derailed in 2021, this particular trajectory for a comeback seems to make sense as major studios and directors may still be hesitant to cast the once promising actor. Hammer is teaming up with the infamous schlock director Uwe Boll in an upcoming project that will take him all the way to Croatia. Per Variety, Hammer will lead Boll's The Dark Knight, described as a vigilante thriller that will see the actor playing the titular crime fighter. Shooting on the project will start on January the 27th in Croatia, and it follows Hammer returning to acting in the Western Frontier Crucible alongside Thomas Janes and William H. Macy. The actor recently mentioned that his acting career was picking up steam once again, and that it was getting so hot that he was starting to turn down jobs. My dance card's getting pretty full. The first job that I turned down after 4 years of this shit. I mean, I was the best. It was the best feeling I ever had. Ball wrote the original script for The Dark Knight, and it follows Sanders, who begins to take the law into his own hands in his ruthless assault on would-be criminals. His vigilante techniques make him a hero in the eyes of the public, but the police see him as a nuisance that needs to be dealt with. When speaking about the project, Bull said, "The story of The Dark Knight couldn't be more current topic, and I'm excited to bring it to life with this excellent cast."
Change the name.
I mean, it sounds like Batman, right?
Yeah. Oh, if you pull it up, that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be like, are we rebooting Hannibal Lecter?
I mean,
The Lone Ranger returns.
I like Army Hammer.
If
As
this
an
dude
actor.
can make a comeback, then why can't fucking what's his name? That's all I'm saying. Like,
Jonathan Majors?
yes.
Yeah.
Where's the
I already
Otis
know.
movie? Like,
I think it'll happen.
now they were just text messages, but he did tell that woman he wanted to eat pieces of her body. Like,
What?
you don't know why he got in trouble,
No. Did I miss this?
bro? You just have to look into it.
Okay.
Like, he
Is
was
there-
into he had some fetishes. Like
cannibalism
like 50
fetishes?
Shades of Grey. Like, it got weird. There's some weird text messages that he sent. Like, that's why he got canceled.
Well,
What do you think he
did the
got
girl
canceled
look like?
for?
I don't know.
I mean, there was a lawsuit. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember any of this.
I mean, there was like, he was talking about like cannibalism and shit. Like,
but was the girl hot?
I don't know.
Because I mean, if she was, I might understand it a little bit more. You know.
Just need a little piece.
Yeah, let me get that toe, girl. Him or be back.
Yeah, him or I forgot he played the Lone Ranger.
Army Hammer be back. So last up here, Matt Reeves addresses Robert Pattinson's Batman potentially joining the DCU. So the Batman is already regarded as one of the best superhero films of all time, a gritty crime film that sets itself apart from the rest of the genre. Director Matt Reeves has created a franchise that discards the fantastical elements of the source material for a realistic take on the Dark Knight, with Pattinson playing the most vulnerable live-action iteration of the character. However, that has not stopped fans from speculating about his potential role in James Gunn's rebooted DC universe, which recently unveiled its own Batman and Creature Commandos. While it's been made clear that Reeves' epic crime saga is separate from the DCU, the acclaimed director leaves the door open for all possibilities in the near future. During an interview with Josh Horowitz at the Golden Globes, Reeves was naturally asked about the current status of the Batman Part 2, as well as his take on the possibility of Pattinson's character joining the DCU. While Reeves reassured fans that the Batman sequel is well on its way, teasing a fresh new storyline fans will not be expecting, he is less definitive about a franchise crossover. To him, the Batman becoming part of the DCU really comes down to whether or not it makes sense. And as of right now, he's more focused on the quality of the sequel than its DCU chances. However, he's taking a wait-and-see approach to the whole situation. What the future brings, I can't really tell you. We'll have to see where that goes. This is probably the most open Reeves has been when it comes to potentially merging the worlds of the Batman and the brand new DCU. Of course, the most important goal for him right now is making the best sequel he possibly can with the Batman Part 2. However, it's still exciting to know that the creatives behind DC's future projects are leaving the door open instead of closing them shut before getting the chance to let things play out naturally. So, I mean, what do you guys think about Pattinson's Batman joining the Gunniverse?
I mean, I've heard it's not going to be him. So, I don't know.
Right, but if they pulled him over,
I'd be fine with it. But that new show that's out, they finally, what's the show? Creature Commandos?
Creature Commandos.
Yeah. they finally revealed like they got a lot going on in that. That last episode is on the 9th, I believe, and then after that, I'm gonna get it all so I can watch it. But they
I think they
finally
need to keep it
revealed the
separate.
Batman in that, and I think it's gonna be a different Batman.
Yeah,
I mean,
I hope.
they're pretty sure that Pattinson. I've heard that it's probably gonna be Mr. Freeze in the next movie.
I'd like to see that.
That'd be badass.
I mean,
But
I
like
would
they're
just
keeping all of it separate. Like the Penguin, they'll have all these other shows. They did confirm that guy's not the Scarecrow. By the way, I saw that yesterday.
The guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, the different in Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not Scarecrow, so he may be the other guy.
Oh,
But I mean, I'd be fine with it. But it looks like Gunn's on a whole nother.
I think Batman is the kind of hero that he doesn't need the crossovers.
Well, they're building up to some kind of Justice League in the Gunn world. I mean, it's
I mean, and
apparently
that's
with
totally
that show,
good.
like it's we're talking all of them, but they're all gonna be younger, like way
Right.
younger. You know.
But the beauty of
Mid-twenties.
Gunn's DCU is that he openly stated that he's letting things be branded under the Elseworlds banner.
Yeah.
And I think leaving Matt Reeves' Batman as an Elseworlds Batman is a perfect idea because there are people who like these types of movies who like the more realistic approach. Doesn't have to be something like completely fantastic or whimsical, other than just the fact that he dresses like a fucking bat.
But I wouldn't hate it. I mean,
No.
I mean, neither would
he's
I.
a good Batman. But
I mean,
we
I
only
think
got a little bit. I need more.
I think the wait and see approach is the right approach, and I think just like the article says, him making a good sequel being priority over the connections to the other universe or whatever.
See, I'm
Yeah.
all right
I
with
think-
that. Let him cook.
Yeah, let Matt Reeves cook because he's cooking good, man.
I mean,
We've already had
great.
one. We've already had one entree with a little side, a little
I
side
think dude
plate
won a
there.
Golden Globe for it. I think so. Like,
Right.
I mean, Reeves is preparing a 4 or 5 course meal with this, so we ain't even halfway done.
Well, if they do incorporate it, I wouldn't be upset. But also, that provides unnecessary pressure onto the Batman property that Reeves is doing. I'm glad that he's not trying to focus on getting his property in the new DC. So,
I mean, in a perfect world, we're like, okay, the Batman was good, the Penguin was great,
yeah.
the Batman 2 was fucking awesome,
mhm.
Like, we want to steamroll that, or not steamroll, we want to snowball that momentum. We want, we want to have it to where by the time it's all said and done, we can be like, dude, the Matt Reeves Batman universe is fucking mint.
Yeah.
It starts off good and it just gets better.
But the fact that it has been pushed back so far.
It leaves cause for concern.
Because it is 2027. Well, I'm just saying there may be more connected than,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be, he is young. I mean, if they bring that Batman over, then we'll know it's like, oh, we're going that dark? Like, okay. Because that Penguin show is pretty fucking dark.
It would be interesting if they did bring in that level of dark Batman with what we've seen in the Superman trailer and have a really interesting yin yang type situation here.
Well, we'll flesh it out to where with Superman being hopeful and positive, Batman is just fucking spent with Gotham and just emotionally exhausted,
Yeah.
Like that would contrast very well, and we wouldn't have to ham fist it. For all the love I have for the Snyder stuff, they have room to breathe and really give these characters the build up that they were deprived of in the Snyderverse.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that's all the movie news that I saw. I'm ready for some trailer action. It's been a little while.
Did y'all see the Will Smith put up that cryptic message?
No.
It was like in this year, I was going to do the Matrix, but dropped it in order to do the Wild Wild West, or maybe it just said another film. It was Wild Wild West, and then it was like ... Wake up, Will. So people were like, "What, is he going to be in a Matrix movie?" No, it was just a tease.
Well, I mean, the Wachowskis
What if they did that though?
still,
Like,
yeah, I know, right?
Or what if it's just being John Malkovich with Will Smith?
I mean, his life is pretty fucking wild. So,
yeah.
like, I wouldn't be upset by that.
I just hope he talks like John Malkovich when he does the.
He's a pretty good actor. I bet he could play John Malkovich.
Oh yeah.
We got some trailers in here. Some of these are a couple weeks old by now, but worthy. We got Return of the Living Dead.
Okay, so we're going back. Tar Man. Okay.
Man, let's fucking go.
It's just a little bit of a teaser here, but
Return of the Living Dead came out like what, 83 or 85 or something?
'85. There it is.
Are we about to see Bub?
It's time to revisit it.
Oh yeah, I agree. I used to watch this movie every time it came on cable. Because they used to play it on Sci-Fi a lot.
I had a really cool Return of the Living Dead t-shirt.
Really?
Yeah. It's in storage somewhere. Probably can't wear it though.
I'm liking the tension in this.
I'm interested in checking that out.
Yeah. All right, Joe Blow.
Joe Blow.
Check this out.
Day of the Fight.
Michael Pitt, dude. Great actor.
Okay.
That
Joe
cast
Pesci?
line looks crazy.
Joe Pesci coming back. Boxing movie.
Ah, okay.
Black and white, I believe.
Okay.
Queuing it up. That dude was so good on Boardwalk Empire. Oh, dude might be going for an Oscar here.
Yeah.
He looks like he would be a trainer.
Yeah, right.
Is he gonna throw to win some money? Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a banger.
Raging
Yeah,
Bull.
man. Yeah, exactly. I want to say that so bad.
Well, we got the Peter Pan trailer.
It's only a matter of time.
I think it's the same people. They got a little more money to work with now. You can tell that. Come on, pretty boy.
This is kind of dark.
Damn. Oh, Andy's got a van. Picking up some black phone vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
It's a UK. Of course, it's going to be a knife.
Yeah. He just hit the mother load, didn't he?
Look at that motherfucker. Who wants to come to Netherland? Wakey, wakey. Costume design looks a little better than that Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh. Little people under the stairs.
I love the B movie camp of it all.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it looks better.
Yeah.
Like you said, they definitely got a
Oh,
budget.
they went to
now.
the theater and found him an actor.
Yeah.
Got it for the theater. All right.
We got Jackie Boy here.
No ads tonight.
Nova
BMW
King.
finally got the hint. They're like, all right.
Yeah. These motherfuckers can't afford this fucking TV. This car with this
This on
fucking
Discord.
48-inch fucking TV inside of it. You know, like shit.
All right. Interesting. That's not pain.
Mm-hmm.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
He's like the nice guy. He's gonna reach in there and grab that. Is your hand okay? Oh.
What's Ned doing there?
Mm. Mm. Batista was busy.
Yeah, right.
Dude, those hands are fucked up.
Yeah.
Is that his knee?
Okay.
Got mad.
Yeah, me too.
Me three.
All right, I'm good.
All right.
Karate Kid.
Legends.
All right. They're doing it right this time.
Okay.
I think so. I don't even know if I watched that last one. I don't know. I've got faith in this one. I know y'all know the voice.
Yeah.
Mm.
What?
Daniel-san.
How much? Fuck them up, kid.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Is
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy is the other guy gonna be in it that was in the series? Oh,
Oh, the
Zach.
blonde dude?
Yeah.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're clearly
Oh, yeah.
crossing it together.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with.
That's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. I gotta back that up. I had an ad.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody good?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting concept here. It's a love story between a satellite and a buoy. Oh,
Attenborough. The machine talking to the machine.
Wally. unplug them now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're not going to be worried about date night.
No.
A buoy and a satellite. I bet AI wrote that movie.
Pretty trippy.
It's about a buoy and a satellite, and then it's like people.
Bro. In this trailer.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my God. Travis, you seen this?
I have not,
Holy shit.
Okay.
but I
All
see
right.
I see the company that made it,
And
so
the
I
name
see.
of the
Yeah.
movie? Like,
Yeah, something you
Yeah,
never do.
here
this
we
I've
is
always
go.
heard that's a
Taylor.
no-no. Heard it's a no-no.
Feel that.
Hit that jewel. Sold.
All right.
Oh, it's Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, let's say everything all at once.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Good vibrations.
Hmm. Oh. This looks like a silly goose time.
Yeah.
I'm podlocked on this. Poke around. Find out. Yep. Bitch, don't make me say it.
I mean, it looks so goofy.
It looks odd. Yeah, I'm down.
Have y'all seen the trailer for this?
No.
W right here.
Not just because it's in the name.
This looks like a Hurt Locker good.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think that's Adam Warlock again over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see this. The Hurt Locker was so good. Wait,
Is that
who
Quinn?
from Stranger Things?
Yeah, I think so, right?
I think it is. See what I mean by Hurt Locker?
Yeah. This is intense.
Yeah. That is indeed Joseph Quinn. I had to check to make sure that wasn't Shane Gillis.
This looks really fucking good.
Oh.
Yeah.
These shots are fucking amazing.
Intense.
Hell fucking yes,
yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah. That looks wild. Oh, I'm excited to watch this
Haven't done this on
again.
the pod yet.
I know.
There we
I'm
go.
excited.
Same for
Bumping up the
posterity.
quality. And away we go. Well, something fucked him up.
Yeah.
Dude, his eyes don't look real.
No.
People were complaining
Well-
about the color of this movie. I'm like, it looks what?
Get fucked.
Yeah.
You know?
That's all you got? The color? That's gonna be his pops, right?
Yeah. It's got to be, right?
Love the ode to Christopher Reeves.
And when they said a dog was gonna be in it, I was like, that's gonna be goofy. But then it's like, oh no, I like it.
Like this whole sequence, I felt that shit.
Look at that shot. Whistling. Was that Superbot?
I love the way Mr. Terrific looks.
I like how they kept adding in the whistles.
Yeah.
They're
Dude,
cooking over there with this dude.
didn't even have to give you the title. You know what the fuck it is, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking ad.
I was a doubter, but this trailer turned it around.
Yeah.
I still hold my reservations, I won't lie. But the trailer kind of calmed me a bit with it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to the theater to watch that movie.
Oh, for sure.
I have to. Here it is. It's time.
Well, one last comment on the Superman trailer. One thing that turned me around was how they did in fact introduce crypto.
Yeah.
It was nice, right?
It wasn't something silly like, oh, you have a flying dog, or you have no
Super dog.
like the dog shows up at like the way a pet would, and like your hour of need, dude. Like the way a pet ought to fucking be.
When he
you know?
says, "Take me home."
Oh,
Home,
dude.
crypto. And puts his cape up there for him to grab it. It's like, hell yeah.
Well, yeah, it said a whole lot and very little.
And we don't even know what home is there.
Yeah.
Take me home.
Take me out. All right.
But I'm pumped. Skeptical, but pumped.
Get pumped for this. Look at this guy.
Badass Ravi.
Oh,
Okay.
look at the little thing in the corner. It was like, smoking's bad for your health.
I feel like they're about to tell me about the new Sauvage fragrance.
What the fuck?
This is exactly why I didn't need to see anymore. I was like, picking it.
Jesus Christ.
It's 1980s. Look at this guy. I could watch this without subtitles.
Yeah.
He looks like Welvis.
He looks like a character Matt Berry would play.
Yeah. It's the
Doesn't
hair.
he? Yeah.
That gun, that pistol was wild. Look at it. What
Look
the
at
fuck?
this guy.
He was playing the flute on that rifle. What's up with the Judge Dredd guns? Somebody watched Evil Dead. The guy with the suits.
Okay.
Now he's doing a song with the guy. What do you say? All right, Billy Bob. Dude, when the aliens show up, show them this movie.
Yeah, right. Okay. We're just going to ride on the roof of that tunnel?
Oh, you thought the trailer was over? No. What plot?
Hey, it said it itself. Logic optional.
I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah.
That's one cool motherfucker, man.
Huh. Ravico, bah.
His pistol looks like Love Machine's dick.
Yeah, right.
Ravico,
I couldn't let that go. I was like, I saw that chainsaw and was like, this is the one. I didn't even have to list the rest of it. I was like, cigarettes, chainsaw, 4-barrel pistol. What I don't have is the next movie to watch. We've hit the end of the line. Like, what y'all got? There's a lot of new releases. I mean, I can pull this up and throw some titles at y'all.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm about to look at the list too.
All right, let's see here. We got a Real Pain. That was the traveling movie. Remember we watched the trailer with Jesse Eisenberg and Macaulay Culkin's brother?
Heard good stuff.
What's next here?
Dude. American Werewolf in London. I was thinking about this the other day about how I wanted to watch it. Let's do that.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, let's do that. Dude, I haven't seen this movie ever.
one of the greatest werewolf movies ever made.
Some people consider it the greatest.
Rewrite. Take two. This is the greatest werewolf movie ever made.
Let's fucking watch it.
Let's fucking
It's funny
go.
because I was going through and was like, I'm gonna get that. I got Teen Wolf.
The only movie that can end abruptly, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so down for that. I haven't watched it in so long, and I was thinking about this the other day. It's so funny. Like A Knight's Tale. Was thinking about that the other day. Boom, here we go. Like
it's just weird, all these things, like
yeah.
you start thinking
It's
around the same
wild.
time. And like the reason I went and got it because I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a Blu-ray rip of that movie.
Yeah, right.
Like I think I've seen DVD, but never Blu-ray. And I was like,
I know this movie. This movie holds for me a very, very sentimental place. So it's going to be great to revisit it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also think too that this movie has the transformation scene by which all other werewolf films pale in comparison to.
Well, they all tried to rip it off, but they couldn't. John Landis, man.
Yeah, right.
God made some great movies.
I mean, when we do the next pod, I'm wearing my American Werewolf in London T-shirt.
Hell yeah!
I'm coming in whipping shitties to Blue Moon.
I mean, hell yeah! I'm so excited.
What's that?
It's so wild, dude. I was thinking about this while I was at work the other day. I'm like, I haven't seen that. I definitely haven't seen a Blu-ray copy of that.
Never.
No. So, yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Fucking checks in the mail.
And the flag is fucking raised.